Greetings, Galactic warriors of the 144. Happy full moon and lunar eclipse. Powerful energies coming in today from the higher dimensions as we transition through the third and final of the Trinity eclipses into the 7-7 portal. Waking up, rising up. Today we had a 21 hertz overtone frequency coming in through the Schumann resonance as the moon shines her glorious light fully into the night. Like all way showers, light workers, star blossoms shining brightly. We had over 138 M1.5 or greater earthquakes. Today we had swarms of earthquakes in Puerto Rico with the Atlantean energies all day coming in. The ring of fire totally lit up. Then we had these activations along the western coast of North America, through California, down through Mexico, and into South America. We had a 4.0, 38 latitude, 122 longitude in Northern California, then in Southern California by Pine Valley, close to the border with Mexico at 3.5. And then off the coast of Mexico, 15 latitude, 96 longitude of 4.5. Then right off the coast of Costa Rica, the sacred portal 939 UTC at 9 latitude, 84 longitude of 4.3. The whole ring of fire totally lit up today with these ring of fire eclipses and these higher dimensional gamma waves coming in today. Many of the Eastern philosophies, Eastern religions celebrated the festival called Guru Poornima, which is the celebration of the teachers, the guides, the healers and sages of the Hindus, Buddhists, Jains of the East, celebrating the remover of the darkness of ignorance, to reveal one's inner light or true light. And this synchronizes with this full moon energy. And it also honors our ancestors and the teachers that came before us, the guides and the way showers through all time and space. So we show gratitude and thanks for the spiritual teachers, leaders, and guides through all time and who are with us now. Aho. We'll start today's first transmission from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. It is a time of great transition. Be patient with yourself. Have you noticed just how very fragile you are becoming? That is all right. You are merely breaking out of the old 3D shell like a newly hatched chick and now growing into a whole new life, a new world, and new beginnings. Tears are tears of deep healing now and love. Allow every day to become an unfolding, a growing, and opening, petal by precious petal of the higher dimensional you as your own ego starts to disappear. And you grow more into oneness with the divine and all that is. It is a process. Yes, there will be times when the old you will try to pull you back into duality in the 3D world. There will be times when you feel the old impacts, the old things being churned up. During such times, it is wise to ask why those buttons are getting pushed, why you are allowing yourself to be pulled back in again, and then to release and heal whatever still needs to be healed and released. You do not need it anymore. It is wise to remember to clear your energy fields, even twice a day if needed. It is necessary, for many souls are still being run by the 3D and all the uncertainties that are churning up the old, repeated maladies of humankind, and thus they are still in the middle of the old programming, gripped in the same old fears of survival, and with it all the old traumas, the old wounds, and the old stuff. Instead of buying into all of that, bypass it, let it go. It is not your stuff any longer. It is not your programming. It is not your karma anymore. Of course, you have free will and choice. If your wish is to go backwards, that is entirely up to you. It is through the open heart and unconditional love of self and others that we rise into the higher dimensions and the deepest experience and knowing of unity with the divine and all that is. There is no separation. There is no they anymore. There is only we. There is no need to prove anything. You never need to prove that you are right or wrong, nor do you need to prove anyone else is right or wrong. All of that is still steeped in duality, beliefs, and separation, and often desperation. It is only when the heart is fully open, deeply connected to the soul, and our whole being infused with the divine and all divinity, that we can see clearly, and we can truly operate from higher dimensional states and gain the higher perspective, to be in the world but not of it. We become the living truth of who and what we are. One of the greatest joys of life as an ascended master is experiencing the freedom to speak your truth with purity of heart. Pure words bring unconditional love into the lives of all who hear them. They open the heart center of all who hear the words and energetically read the intent behind the words. You automatically trust someone who speaks from their heart and soul and is vibrating truth. The more we move and grow into the higher dimensional state, the more everyone will be required to speak the truth from their heart and soul. There will be no need for secrets, for cover-ups, for lies, as all will be revealed through the vibration of their auras and energy fields. We will all be able to read their energy fields and their thoughts and intent. Pure truth will shine on earth as we all radiate with golden light and live in highest alignment with the divine source and all that is. From JudithKusel.com and from Isis Channelings, full moon on July 5th is Guru Poornima in India, dedicated to the Guru teacher Buddha Shiva, the light that dispels the darkness of ignorance. It's also the last eclipse on the Cancer-Capricorn axis at 13 degrees Capricorn. This lunar eclipse also coincides with the Sun-Sirius conjunction, an event that sets in motion events that assist in bringing in a higher consciousness on pillars of freedom, sovereignty, independence, and courage, which are further based on the blue ray energies of divine will, power, protection, and truth. A strong undercurrent that I've noticed in my sessions in the past few weeks is the realignment or reconnection of the umbilical cord to the ancient divine feminine wisdom of new foundational creation that is reconnecting remembrance of the ancient wisdom before it was distorted, hidden, via vested interest aligned with shadow patriarchal attributes of power, control, and domination for self-serving interest. And this is what I feel this eclipse is all about. There is lots to be dismantled on a personal, collective, and planetary level that simply is not aligned with the principles of foundations of life, the flower of life, which supports, upholds the fundamental interconnectedness of Gaia and all her sentient expressions of creative life force energy, which hinges on reverence for all life forms and their protection, something all gurus, teachers, religions support at their core: grace, tolerance, kindness, compassion, before being perforated by distortions and self-serving attitudes. May these lunar eclipse energies assist us in releasing with ease and grace that which does not serve the highest good, to enable a return to the ancient wisdom of foundational creation and resurrection. From IsisChannelings.wordpress.com and from Divine Sister of the Light Sandra Walter, an eclipse in our world, soul consciousness, collective, planetary, Kundalini awakening. Today's eclipse has deep esoteric influence, reigniting the Christed trajectory set in place eons ago. After two powerful June eclipse activations of our ancient star lineage within our DNA, RNA, and hearts, this final eclipse unlocks our sovereign choice to ascend right through the living library of Gaia, Sophia, and our divine DNA, RNA. Thus, our full moon eclipse is about full surrender, the ability to surrender everything over in the trust and faith of yourself as the birther of your experience, and the trust and faith in Source to provide for you all you've ever wanted, regardless of the physical. We have focused too long on the physical world and reacting based on what we see and not on what we feel. Our energetic system is navigated by feeling and our senses, yet we've for too long allowed our eyes to be the determination in what we experience. This is about trust in the highest degree. Sexual Shakti energy is life force energy, the creator creatix energy, the most powerful magnetic energy there is in creation. It is what creates realities, births new energies, and gives way to manifesting all desires. Ancient wisdom referred to the womb or the pelvic region as the gateway to God's source. You can expect this energy to begin the unveiling of the energy portal to the Christed Creator Creatix. This energy connects to the root chakra and our sacral chakra, which have remained the two biggest vaults to stored and carried ancestral and all life traumas. The repression of these energy centers have inhibited the collective from fully tapping into the Christed energies of their incarnation, stagnating the ability to know oneself in truth, utilize the ancient magic of earth, connect to the intuition, psychic abilities, powerful manifestation, source, abundance, and prosperity. This repressed energy has caused the collective to be victims to circumstances of the material world instead of the creators. It has caused us to feel shame, unworthy, unsafe, guarded, and undeserving without compensation, effort, and grinding. The world and experience of life was never something that requires you to force your way through to make your desires materialize. The masculine energies have remained out of balance, disconnected, and causing shadows in these two energetic centers, and have distorted our I am presence. Unbalanced masculine energy has made society believe that we must push forward, grind, analyze, rationalize, and push our way to the top. It has been an industrial force of building and utilizing the mind to navigate through effort and physical force. We can bring forth what we want, which has taken our beloved earth with power struggles, control, and enslavement. It has taken us away from our navigational systems and away from our understanding that the power truly lies in spirit and our connection with Source. It has distorted our perception of God's source creation. It has taken us away from Christed nature our incarnations have been blessed with. This full moon eclipse will be focused on deep cleansing and purging of the base root chakra and sacral chakra, washing away all that has been to restore the balance of the divine feminine nature. Suppression of ancestral lineages will be purged as well. This is additionally the marking of the collective's Kundalini awakening, rising, or vital Shakti reawakening. This is divine feminine life force energy that sits coiled at the lower chakra points at the base of one's spine. It is the cosmic, universal, omnipresent power that has been placed for potential rise and awakening within the human and planetary energetic centers, meaning we were born for this window to awaken to our highest sense of being. The rising of this sacral plasma river of energy allows life force energies to activate each chakric center and allow source energy to rise through all vortexes to embody your highest self. This is activating dormant crystalline codes and awakening the crystalline DNA, RNA in the collective. Earth has been previously inhibited with the old masculine and archetypal templates. The divine feminine has predominantly remained hidden in its highest glory. Now we are in the golden age of regenerative consciousness, where we see the resurrection of the divine feminine as the cosmic Christus. This does not mean the woman incarnation, but the feminine energies that exist within all. This full moon eclipse is igniting the divine feminine energies and acting as a full baptism of our beings to return to the sacred balance of energy within and without. We will be seeing many women who lead this revolutionary time and many men who have successfully balanced these energies being called now to rise into their positions as teachers in the conscious feminine masculine. This celestial alignment is the start of this revolutionary point in which the awakened feminine masculine is soaking us and bathing us all, returning us from the cold material world to our softened emotions, our highest intuition, our source God self, the birther of new realities, the gifted mystic and psychic abilities that lay within us all. Our collective has had long-standing trust issues with themselves, with a higher power, and in relationships. Our guards have remained up and society has doubted, especially during the current socio-economic times that we are taken care of. We have doubted our own instincts far too long and have not trusted our own intuitive guidance. We have not trusted God's source to provide for us and to take prominence in the pathway of our life. There are galactic brotherhood, sisterhood, in Ascension codes anchored in the United States, ancient crystal beds, deep beneath a major crystal vein, which runs down the center of North America, are master crystals encoded for our ascension. They beam revelation, resurrection, and freedom codes for all willing hearts, and hold the records of Lemurian, Atlantean, and celestial trajectories for the Ascension. America holds a significant role in the ascension because of these master crystals and the gateways anchored throughout the USA. The next layer of freedom codes are released through crystal beds. This happens 1 year after the initial release in 2019. It is an all hearts on deck moment, regardless of your physical location. Connect to America before this event. Call these codes forth throughout this eclipse passage: freedom, resurrection, revelation, ascension, ascension. These assist our divine right to transcend limitation and maintain a consistent state of freedom, bliss, regardless of external circumstances. It is our commission to hold the embodied higher light and embody the higher consciousness. Choose and create your experiences wisely. From SandraWalter.com, from Divine Sister of the Light, Lisa Marie Wright. We are no longer source energy having a human experience. We are dying to the human experience to be reborn as a unique expression of spirit and form, new hue being. We are transforming from a dense carbon-based vessel to a crystalline light body. Never before has this process occurred in all of creation. Much change is occurring within the physical vessel, DNA. Listen to your body. It will tell you what it needs. Sunshine and water provide the most benefits to activating, fueling a light body. We are not going back to normal. What we once considered miraculous is the new norm. Humanity is going cosmic. Are you ready for the life of your wildest dreams? Our time has come. Expect miracles always. Shine on. From Divine Sister of the Light, Laura Pleiadian. Full moon lunar eclipse, July 4th through 5th, 2020. Shifts. Here we go, another monumental frequency shift of the heart opening on July 5th, 2020. At 1:44 a.m. ADT, we have the full moon in Capricorn with a lunar eclipse. Coupled with some great fixed stars, this is a profound shift in consciousness opportunity. Of course, each being has unique opportunities based on their blueprint, DNA, and levels of awareness they are functioning through. That is what filters are in place through awareness. As of now, with Mercury retrograde, also stay aware of communicating slowly and clearly. Mercury goes direct on July 12th, 2020. Also, like other full moon energies, with the sun opposite the moon, we have the increase in potential emotional responses, again based on conditioning and what memories are held in the subconscious mind. Add to this the lunar eclipse, then we have a potent mix, ultimately for your benefit, to stir up and release any hidden discrepancies of what you say you desire and what really is going on under the surface. With the lunar eclipse opposite Mercury, Mercury square Mars, and Mercury retrograde, there may be the tendency for rushed thinking and rushed communications. So remember to slow down, enter your heart, speak through your heart. The lunar eclipse is also trine Uranus, and with Mercury sextile Uranus, we have the opportunity to enter the heart and profound transformation with great ease. Also with a more expanded self-awareness, again based on your blueprint, that is heightened in the sense of the senses, that is beyond the limited self into the higher self-awareness through the heart. Remember, if you have struggles through this, it is for your benefit to relax more deeply into your heart, to enter greater and greater self-love experiences and moment-to-moment awareness. This is all connected to your ascension, that is, being your eternal divine self through form, mastery of form, completing your earth schooling, being the divine cosmic God self that you already are through the process of the heart unification in the here and now. In love, we activate you. In joy, we celebrate now, blessing all of you through love. From the new divinehumanity.com, 1111 energies coming in now, the gateway fully open, the doorway to the soul fully open, all is being revealed. From Divine Sister of the Light, Elizabeth Peru, global energy is peaking right now. The full moon eclipse has just taken place, pressure has been released, and the buildup has helped you to make some life-enhancing choices. Personal power is pivotal now, taking back your power. You've heard me saying for quite some time now that when you focus upon what you're for and what you love, rather than channeling your precious energy into what you're against, that you naturally take back your power. It's a considered choice to pause before you speak or pause before you choose to engage. That's the mature and wise path that so many in our community of light are now creating. Considered choices have power behind them, and as I tune into the collective right now, I sense that many thousands have finally accepted their self-worth. They are finally valuing who they are. No excuses, no dulling the light, just being authentic and true. Thank you to your dedication to your life path. From ElizabethPeru.com. Today from Astro Mama, full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn, taking personal responsibility, completion of inner struggles within the masculine identity, authenticity plus hard work pays off. On July 4th, 5th, we have the last of 3 eclipses for the summer season. What a summer it has been already, as the sun, which rules our ego, life force, and vitality, comes to the 13th degree of Cancer. The moon, which rules our emotions, intuition, and feminine essence, becomes full in the opposing sign at 13 degrees of Capricorn. This isn't a regular old full moon, but a powerful and potent lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipses are full moons on steroids and herald massive and unavoidable endings, completions, and manifestations. Eclipse energy is all about changes, sudden events, and curveballs. Capricorn, the 10th zodiac sign, deals with authority, business, hard work, obligation, and masculine identity. The lunar eclipse in Capricorn is here to bring completions and endings to some aspect of control and authority with our lives. This could have to do with work or business projects that will finally be bearing fruit around the eclipse. Another side of this lunar eclipse in Capricorn will be an emotional release around a father, boss, or our inner masculine template. Capricorn, as mentioned above, rules the 10th house of the father, an authority figure. There is a realization with this eclipse about the distorted masculine society we have all been living inside of, and what shifts and evolution need to occur to create an empowered masculine essence. This is not a knock on my guys out there, as each one of us holds masculine as well as feminine energies. We were born into the distorted dynamic, and with recognition and awareness, we also hold the power to transform it. Major shifts of power and control could happen around this full moon with little to no warning. The lunar eclipse in Capricorn is making a positive 120-degree trine to Uranus, who is currently in the sign of Taurus. Uranus is the planet of shocks, surprises, and enlightenment. The lunar eclipse, in a harmonious aspect to Uranus, will create lots of freedom and innovation, especially in regards to our emotional states and sense of security. We are willing to go out and try a different way or just think outside the box in regards to how we express our deepest desires. Another aspect that is occurring at the same time of the lunar eclipse will be a tense aspect between retrograde Mercury in Cancer and Mars in Aries. Mercury, the planet of the mind, intellect, and reason, is currently retrograde in the emotional and sensitive sign of Cancer. Mars, the planet of action, willpower, and aggression, is now home in the fiery and bold sign of Aries. Retrograde Mercury in Cancer in a square, tense aspect to Mars in Aries will have people in all kinds of moods and at times snippy and ready to go to battle. The issue is with the planet of the mind. Retrograde will be that of our thoughts, and expressions could be very emotional and perhaps will not make much sense. Mars, since he is the warrior and home in his ruling sign, will want to plunge forward with little tact and patience to boot. You can see how these two could create a rather passive-aggressive tone. My best advice, with retrograde Mercury in aspect to Mars, will be to hold off on making assumptions or having any serious conversations where emotions and feelings will be involved. Wait, if you can. Mercury turns direct next week, July 12th, or even better, until the end of July. The lunar eclipse in Capricorn is here to bring a finality to how we look at and integrate control, order, and obligation in our lives. With so many unknowns in our world at the moment, this is easier said than done. We are letting go of some aspect that we cannot hold on to any longer. Past karma is ready to be reaped, and this lunar eclipse will make that very clear and definite. The lunar eclipse in Capricorn is here to bring manifestations for all your hard work and efforts, finalize a wound with the inner masculine, and set the path for ultimate personal accountability and responsibility. Today from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 98, White Resonant Mirror, 1122 coming in. Resonant is the name for the number 7, and its keywords are attune, inspire, and channel. The 7th day of a wave spell falls midpoint, and at this stage of the journey it is time to attune and receive information using our intuition. We're in the yellow human wave spell, and its agenda is all about fine-tuning intuition, channeling wisdom, and expressing our free will. So today is right in the middle of this psychic excursion, and it's on a resonant day. This is a fortuitous alignment. No matter what issues arise today, the only solution is to pay attention to your gut feelings. Today is the white mirror, and it represents reflection, order, and endlessness. These days are all about having reality checks, and as it is a resonant day, this suggests that we have the opportunity to channel the truth. Focus on your third eye today and allow intuitions to come to you, revealing important truths. Sounds easy, I know, but we are all capable of finding answers this way. It's just that too often we forget to be still and listen. Light some incense, relax, and trust that the answers will come. The mirror doesn't lie, and reality checks aren't always fun, but they are essential if you want the truth in your life. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, White Resonant Mirror, Kin 98, 5 July 2020, Reflecting Order, 5/7/2020 equal 5/7/22 equal 12/22 equal 3, 4 equal 7, 222 portal, 5 freedom, liberation, change, transformation, 7 magic, mystic, spiritual solitude, 22 architect of peace, master builder, 4 form, structure, foundation, earth, Kin 98 equals 17 equal 8, infinity, abundance, flow, another magical day of shattering illusions. Day 7 in the yellow human wave spell of wisdom, influence, intelligence, free will, and abundance. Today the mirror assists us in attuning to our distorted reflections in order to transcend through the wisdom of truth to evolve to the divine human. Tone of creation, resonant tone 7 in the emotional realm. Action inspires, power channel, essence attunement. The resonant tone provides the ability to fine-tune and channel the magical forces today to effect great healing and transformation. Remember that it is our vibration that will energize our creation, and that this broadcasts through our emotional body rather than our mental body. So it is totally important that we are stable, calm, and receptive to our feelings and what frequencies we are actually emitting as a transmitter to the etheric realm. At tone 7, our vibration learns to be still and to listen. Mystical 7 understands that everywhere is magical, but right here is better. Once we attune and then channel the magic through this present moment that is available to us all. Number 7 is also the frequency of the mystic and the magician, which strengthens our ability to effect real change and transformation in our lives. The 7 magic code is operative all of July. So much magic is afoot. What are you attuned to today? What is possible for you once you release your emotional attachment to fear-based responses? Keep holding your high vibe and attune to your desired reality and utopian timeline, and it will securely take hold. We are currently in the eclipse window of the full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn. Capricorn represents authority, the father, and patriarchal control systems. So this lunar eclipse, in the degree of the goddess and cosmic consciousness, 13 degrees, 37 minutes, 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 7 equals 14 equals 5, liberation, will help us awaken to higher love and values, giving humanity a reset and liberate us from the dominating control puppeteers. No strings attached now. White mirror can represent either the trap in the hall of mirrors or the key that turns the mirror into doorways of opportunity into new realms. Take the golden key to discover what wonders lie beyond the doors and free yourself from your imagined prison. The aspects of self that you considered weaknesses, flaws, and problems are actually allies. Through your desire to be whole, a bright spotlight shines on the very areas that you usually try to hide. Then you can walk through the mirror into a new, brighter reality and a better world. Reminds you of through the looking glass. We step through the looking glass and we step out of the looking glass into the truth. The truth now you shall hear, attuned to the pure resonance of your heart, which shall show you the way forward. Today's questions are: how can I attune to the truth through my pure heart and stand in the light of my full mystical power? As a collective, how can we ignore the fear and attune to the beautiful world that we are co-creating? Divine blessings for your divine attunement to beauty, peace, and abundance today. In Lakek Alakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66, Kin 98, White Resonant Mirror. The mantra, the code for today is: I channel in order to reflect. Inspiring order, I seal the matrix of endlessness with the resonant tone of attunement. I am guided by the power of heart. And with these powerful, intense, full moon eclipse energies coming in, beloved beings of light, let us know in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, what you are seeing, your dreams, your visions, your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell next to subscribe to get notifications on future uploads. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to also thank everyone for your support on Patreon. If you'd like to make a pledge and support our mission and work with Prime Disclosure, you can go to patreon.com/Prime Disclosure and make a pledge there. So as we journey through the sacred, still light, the mind is like the mirror, reflecting everything perfectly. And in that still state, as we sit in our daily practice of meditation and journey within, into the kingdom of heaven within, each breath we take, it is like polishing that sacred mirror, realizing that there was no mirror to begin with. That is a creation of consciousness to create an experience of consciousness. Through the doorway of the mind, of self, we step into this realm of seemingly separation. As we return on that journey within, the sacred journey, the path of least resistance, we let go of all that is known. In this now moment is a practice of silence and stillness. The internal dialogue dials down the dial of consciousness. The louder it gets, the further we move away from the silence, the stillness. As we turn down and turn in, go within, deeper and deeper, into the stillness, into the silence, and we find that still point, total peace, total bliss, pure awareness. Aho, we let go of all that no longer serves us, any causes of suffering, anything that causes internal conflict, which mirrors externally into external conflicts. We take a deep breath and feel our way into the deepest aspect of ourself, allowing ourselves to step through that sacred doorway of the 0 point energy, through the still magnetic white light at the center into the clear light of bliss. Through this great ascension process, it is a return to innocence, a return to purity, a return to love. And through this internal journey, this sacred journey within, we add to the light of the earth, to the light of life, to the light of love. And together, the star blossoms opening up, blooming, blossoming, and the sacred portal that you are in right now, we connect to the collective field of earth angelics, lifting up the whole realm with Gaia, with all sentient beings, to assist all life through this great awakening, this great ascension process, letting go of the negative thoughts, the negative feelings in this now state. Don't worry about things that happened in the past or what may happen in the future. We let that go in this temporary moment of pure experience. Anything that rises up in the mind, we let it rise and we let it go. It is like a phantom in the night. We don't become attached to these belief systems, into the fear and into the programming of the construct of the matrix. That is the darkness, the ignorance, ignoring your true brilliance, your true light, your divinity within. And all around, there is no separation. We realize this and make real what we already know, is that all is one. We are in unity consciousness. So let us step through the heavenly gates within into the kingdom of bliss, the kingdom of joy, and transmit this out into the field of awareness. This is a great mission. You came here for great purpose, being exactly who you are. And it was our love for life, for humanity, for innocence, and for all sentient beings to return here for this great mission of freedom and peace and illumination of all conscious beings. So thank you for joining us today. Thank you for making this great sacrifice to be here through this ascension process. And I thank you all for your support. Have a beautiful and blessed day, an amazing life. I love you all. Namaste.